check this out, right? We got some shit to talk about. Um, Shout out to OG Percy. Court is not in session, but you can bring your ass on down to the pulpit. My boy TTE Notti. The rise, the fall, and the crawl. We gonna cover it all, y'all. Now, I'm gonna be completely organic with this. I really just got real hip to TT Naughty and the whole TTE and Pop Austin atmosphere recently. You know what I mean? When No Jumper picked up on him, that's when I started indulging in shit. And something always like I can't lie. TT Naughty is a hell of a entertainer. He got the theatrics down. He can sell a motherfucker a rented house with cardboard on the windows in Swindon. All that, man. But we have, what do we have here? We had a guy that, for lack of better words, wasn't on shit, going nowhere with his life. Um, in a bit of a pickle. And you find some cool cats out in Austin that reach down and say, unintentionally reach out and you grab a hand so you don't drown. Now you stand afloat. And while staying afloat, you do your thing because I'm going to give people credit where it's due. You get on a boat. So now you got a boat. Now you got a boat, and this boat is selling like a motherfucker. This bitch is jumping. And it seemed like you the captain of this motherfucker. This is the rise, y'all. This is the rise, y'all. You get the boat. You the captain of the motherfucker. Every once in a while, you trying to dodge shit. You might run into some shit. You might, but you stand afloat. And then for no, this is the mental illness aspect of this whole situation. He got other people along. He has his boat, mind you. This man never had a boat in his life. Doesn't even have a car. So he skipped a step, and now he has a boat. So we floating. Hey, I got this boat, Austin. Matter of fact, social media, I got this boat. Y'all hop on with me. Y'all, come on. Yeah, I got y'all. I'm finna sign the motherfucking sailor. I'm finna sign some people to work. Keep this bitch clean. We finna do it big, and we finna turn this bitch into a yacht. So now you got your team on a yacht, and you the captain of this yacht. You feel me? So people are looking towards you as the captain of this boat. So we find you. Okay, everybody got faith in this cat. We going to sleep. We sleeping on the yacht, y'all. Don't worry about nothing. We finna sleep on the yacht. While everybody sleep, the guy he hired to clean the boat catch the captain drilling holes in a motherfucker. Every night he sees him drilling little holes in the boat. He doing this shit though. And he don't say nothing. He like, damn, this nigga the captain. He might know what he doing. So I'm gonna sit back and it might help this boat float a little smoother. But then the days go by and you start like the boat begins to you see water coming and it's seeming like this shit finna flood and you like, hey man, dude. And when you call the captain on this shit, like pull him to the side because you wanna stay face in front of all the people riding past and they yacht. You don't want to make it look like it's trouble in paradise, so you pull them to the side. Hey man, what you poking? It seemed like the holes you poked up in the boat is making. I ain't poked no motherfucking holes in no boat. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck from around me, who said I poked holes in the boat? Who said that? Point them out. Matter of fact, you can't get on this boat no more. The fuck? He quit. I'm gone. You can fill in that name. And this is the repetitive, like this is the three-peat repeat, right? Everybody go through this, and he's spazzing on everybody. Meanwhile, the water is up to knee level. You feel me? It's getting right there. And the people that originally bought the boat, they got their own little boat, but they seeing this shit too, and they like, it look like he sabotaging. Like he really, like what is he doing? Like we gotta. So they call him up. Let me holler at you, TTE. Man, we gave you this boat. We made the vote. You got the views. Now use the captain. But it's looking like your boat is starting not to float. So he processed this, but by this time he been leading this ship for a little while now. So he felt like he knows what he's doing. So he bucks the original boat owners. Hey man, listen. I I got this. You feel me? I got okay. You got this. I got this. But when y'all get a chance, could y'all throw some band-aids or get something to help me cover up some of these holes, man? This shit is it really is getting out of control. You get where I'm going? Now let me dumb it down and put it in simple terms. What we have seen, ladies and gentlemen, this is William. This is William that won't let me get my point across, but he gonna let me get my point across. This is the motions. I don't want that, son. I don't want that. That's for you. That's for you. I don't want that. This is the progressions of what we just seen. And now I'm gonna give it to you straight, straight, no chaser. We've just watched this man TTE Notti go through all the motions, through getting the blessing, not learning his lesson, and fully crashing head first. There's always warnings before the storm. They got tornado warnings and all types of shit. And there's news. And this is where I can say I agree with there being a mental aspect that's not all the way clicking, but there's also that's not an excuse because if a person is really that mentally ill, they wouldn't even be able to get into a position for a motherfucker to have faith in them to be like, hey, here's the keys, you lead the boat. So clearly, you have control of what's going on. You have some control because that's really just like that's bullshit, right? And that's like the 2024 oops I did it again is mental health. And which it really is real, but you can tell when people are drowning that shit into the sauce. You can tell when people putting extras on it. You can tell when people putting extras on it. For you to be able to even have that little bit of, and they only gave you a little bit of a leadership role, and you went all the way crazy on them, and you crashed yourself out, man. You crashed yourself out, man. And I've been watching this shit and processing it, and like, damn. is this a nar like is this what nars like I've thought that I've been around like narcissistic people, but this is like that on a pedestal, and I don't know, am I tripping? But now, obviously, I'm talking about the Pop Austin situation. Now we have the final draw and straw. My guy D, get up there now. Ain't gonna lie. In the beginning of the live, I'm like, oh, these niggas is bogus as a motherfucker. Like KP called this shit out. He said they gonna rock with him and use them for content. In which I said, like, on there, ain't nothing wrong with using a motherfucker for content. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where we're at. We're in the content space. So cool. But as he progressively just broke shit down, I'm like, dude, it's really going crazy. Like, he really, like, when a motherfucker get into it with a motherfucker, you can't really take what that person say as law. But when 10 people walk up to you saying that nigga's a thief and he got me and he's scamming, it's not a fucking accident or a coincidence. There is some truth in the matter. There's some truth in it. There's definitely truth in it. Ain't nobody just gonna um, come up with these excuses out of thin air, and there's no substance to this shit. So now we see it. What I like to do, I like to break shit down in my own little way and give you the facts, lay out all the players, and hopefully you can gather that once you fall into a position, because a lot of us don't just fall into positions. Some people go their whole life without ever getting a position that you have fell into. Now, I believe in a higher, so I believe that you can, through your actions and through your faith and through your, you know, actions, you can end up in a pretty decent situation. But there's decent situation, then there's a lottery ticket. You playing a lottery ticket with 10 numbers total. And all you gotta do is get five right. The Powerball is not like that every night. You know what I'm saying? So what do we have here? We have the rise and the fall, y'all. The interesting part about this is going to be, for one, how long TTE Notti is going to do in jail behind a cell. Two, if he gets, if he catches, somehow he catches wind of what Pop Austin and D said, and what is his reply? This reply is gonna really solidify everything, and I kind of know that when you got a crash dummy, right? Um, he's usually gonna crash out. So we're gonna be looking out for that reply. Um, the bitch that he with that was playing Baby D. Let's see the dynamics of that, but they might be they both might be in the slammer. They both might be in a slammer for a little minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause she had a rap sheet like his. Like they was doing it like that. I don't know. I don't know. Once again, I'm from the outside looking in. But this is crazy. This is literally crazy, and I just had to come and really just throw it out there and let y'all know this shit is wild. Once again, you see what not to do. So I'm gonna keep my ears to the YouTube street and see where this go. This is just chapter one, and this might be a short book. This might be a pamphlet. Let's see. Is this the final straw? The last straw? Who knows? But I know this. Hey, TTEKP, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court, my guy. They wasn't even mentioning you up there. Like the tables have all you feel the shift in energy. Now, the rock in your hand, you seem like a pretty intelligent guy. You can shoot it or pass it, but we gotta win this game. We gotta win this game. And that's the pedigree anybody that gets an open shot should be shooting for. But y'all, I just came to touch up on this shit because this shit seems wild. I've been watching this shit and just, I'm doing my thing, but I just had to speak up on this because now it all makes sense. Like, this man was literally terrorizing them people. This nigga was acting like a fucking, what the fuck they call it? Foster kid from hell. You calling these niggas at 5 in the morning talking about gas money and all this shit. And it really was sad how he was saying it because it was really that simple. He like, man, the way we paid this dude, he's supposed to come here, do his job, and leave. Simple, right? Wrong. But this is B Vision. I just checked in, man. Touch base with y'all. I ain't posting a minute. But I'm about to be coming a lot more consistent. And I'm consistently saying this. But for sure, it's going to happen. Y'all stay tuned.